For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
Hello everyone, my name is Jack Jenkins. I'm in my Snuggie, so that means it's time to go over my New Year's goals for 2023. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, I went over my New Year's goals for 2022 in the last video. I'll throw that in the description below. I actually filmed that just an hour ago, hour and a half maybe. As you can see from the outside, it's way too bright, so it might be messing up my camera lens color correction thing. So we'll see how it looks like. It'll probably look like a black blob, and you'll just see like bright light from behind me with just the plant. The plant's the only color you're gonna see. So let's go over my goals for 2023. In the last video, I was deciding, should I have 21 or 29 goals? And then I figured, I'm Jack Jenkins, baby. Let's go 29 different goals. So that's what I set up as. The first category is health and physical wellness. The first goal there is to lose weight to at least 240 pounds. That's the same exact goal as I had last year. I'm just reusing it for this year since it's the one I failed. And I did go through all of my previous year's goals, kind of copied and pasted the ones that I failed at to hopefully give me another try this year, considering I'm doing so many more ideas than last year. The next one is to only eat out twice a week. I failed that one last year with it being once a week. I figured, hey, that's not really realistic for someone like me. Let me try just limiting eating out to just twice a week. So I'm going to be doing that. One fast food and one sit-down restaurant. That sounds pretty good. You know, I can get my Taco Bell, and I can also get my independent, nice, fresh bagels or whatever I get usually. The next one is to have a protein shake every single day. With the increase of working out, I'm going to be needing more protein. So that should be my goal. And I'm also going to throw in more vegetables, throw in some fruit, and I'm going to have a nice healthy shake each and every day. And I have been increasing my workout. Like I said, I've been in the previous video, I've been doing the wake up at 5 a.m. challenge, which gives me so much more time to work out. I've been working out a lot, but I haven't really been gaining that much muscle, and I think it's just because my protein intake is pretty bad. So I'm going to need to be upping that one up a bunch. Next is to run a 5K race in order to become healthier. And that is one challenge that I used to do. I used to do the hot cider hustle. I tried doing it last year, but I think I just walked it all instead of actually running the race. This year, I want to actually run a 5K. That does require me losing weight, but hopefully with the rest of the goals intact, I'll be able to run that. And my goal is to put this one off in like October, November, towards the end of next year. It gives me plenty of time to lose weights. The next goal, and the last one in the health category, is to floss every single day. I brush my teeth every day. I try and use mouthwash. I usually brush my teeth actually once a day. I know how bad that is. I've been trying to fix that too. Probably something I should have put in my New Year's goal, but brushing my teeth once a day, I do. Twice a day, nah. I use mouthwash at the end of the night. One thing I don't do is floss, or I don't do it often. I probably floss realistically once a week, maybe once every other week. When I say that out loud, that sounds so bad. And I haven't gotten cavities in a while. My teeth are super healthy. But when I went to the dentist recently, they're talking about how my, I don't know what they call it, the gap of the gums are starting to increase, which happens when I age. But I need to take better care of my teeth before I start getting into the cavity zone. So my goal is to floss every single day. And eventually, my goal is to maybe next year, try and increase my brushing and flossing. So I'm doing it twice a day. Kind of like what the dentist actually recommends people do. So in the next section is my mental health. And I put this as a separate category and a new category this year. So my goal is to take a 24-hour tech Sabbath once every single month. And I'll do that by going out of the home. That's a super hard thing for someone like me, as someone who is a software developer, as someone who does these videos for a hobby whose life revolves around technology. Having a 24-hour period while I try and not use my phone, other than like traveling or, the basic. Trying to stay away from using my desktop computer and leaving the house for 24 hours is a hard challenge. But it's one that I think I can do, and one that is probably necessary for my mental health. I'm not going to lie, I'm super addicted to technology. Obviously, like I said, I work in it, so I kind of have to be. But still, it's something I could probably lean back on in order to improve myself. The next is to begin journaling once a week. I used to journal constantly. And in fact, to this day, I look back at my old high school journals when I talk about being sad and depressed and all that as, pretty weird. But I want to start getting journaling again so I can look back at this period, 2023, and just see how far I've come when I'm older, like I do now with my high school and junior high journals. Next, I want to reduce my amounts of time on Reddit. As you all know from that video on social media, I am extremely addicted to Reddit. It's where I get my news, it's where I get my entertainment, it's where I find new videos to watch or movies to watch or notice when new trailers drop, etc. I need to limit myself on that site because I do go into that whole, what is it called, like rage porn, where you will purposely look at news stories to get upset. And that's just not good for my mental health, man. I need to improve it. I need to cut back on Reddit. And by doing this, it'll only allow me time to focus on the good Reddits. Things like the economy Reddit, the woodworking Reddit, the C# Reddit, that I kind of actually need to use for my job and keep up with the news in C# world. Maybe other programming Reddits, stuff like that. The junk on the first page, I don't need it. The last one in the mental health category is to update my life blueprint twice a year. Once in March and once in whatever 6 months after March. I'm a little too tired to do the math now. And basically I made my life blueprint for an Art of Manliness video. Haven't touched it since, but I do keep on the schedule to look at it. And I need to start getting into the habit of updating that, and seeing where I'm meeting my life's goals. Next up is the category learning. My first one is to read a book every other month, and I'm doing 6 books. And that's the same exact one that I had this year that I failed. So the 6 books I want to read, I definitely want to read The Outsiders. I want to read Lindsay Ellis's book. There's a few other books I want to read. I can't think off the top of my head, but I want to get back into the habit of reading. It'll be great. Next up is take another online class through edX/Udacity on programming. And I'm also counting LinkedIn Learning. I didn't write that one since I get that one for free if I don't feel like paying for it. So yeah, I want to take another programming class just to kind of keep my skills fresh. Now that I'm officially out of college, it's kind of like, okay, I stopped learning. I stopped taking courses except for that one course I took for my job. I'm kind of done with learning. And then now that I'm almost a year out, not almost a year out, I graduated this year, so now that it's like a new year since I graduated, that sounds kind of weird, but it is. I'll give me more time and motivation and some space to be able to complete and take a new course and learn my skills and keep my skills sharp. Next up on the list is get a library card in order to get Libby. And I'm not going to lie, my girlfriend has Libby, and I'm kind of jealous because she can get all these books for free. I don't, so I have to pay for them. I'm going to plan on getting a library card so I can get these books for free and not have to pay for it. Also, I saw that you can get like the Great Courses membership on there for free. I love the Great Courses. I listen to them when I like clean. So that'd be nice to save some more money on that. Line my pockets more with some cash. Next up is the YouTube channel hobbies. So this hobby right here is so big that it deserves its own category. I want to create a new video every single week for the rest of the year. Last year I did 40 videos and I met that goal. The year before that in 2021, my goal was once a video every single week. I missed that goal, but I'm going to try and reprise it now that I kind of got back into the habit of making these videos. And plus, that'll help me on the YouTube algorithm, hopefully grow my channel, and I can meet the next goal, which is to get to 500 subscribers. Now, I know you're not supposed to focus on subscribers, and honestly, I really don't care that much about subscribers, but it's more like, hey, how can I improve the content of my videos so that I am able to attract enough people that they would want to subscribe? You know, because I love doing YouTube videos. I feel like this has gotten me to improve myself in so many different ways. Even like, say, reading and talking. I feel like I'm so much better at talking in general thanks to these videos. So my goal is to hopefully keep on improving these things so that way people would want to hit subscribe and I can meet that 500 subscriber goal. That was also the goal I had last year that I completely missed. Lastly, for the YouTube channel, is I want to restart the 30 days challenges and do them at least twice this year. I had to stop them because with work and school and life, I did not have time to do the 30 days. That is something I used to do every single quarter for high school. This year I'm bringing them back, doing them as videos again, but I'm going to be cutting them back down to just twice a year. Once, because those don't get that many views and it takes so much time. But that's not really that important. It's more just like, they take a lot of time, and I'm doing all these other different challenges anyways. I don't know if I really need the 30 days format anymore, but I like it as like kind of a quick, miniature New Year's goal kind of thing. Next up is social. And this is a big aspect that I want to improve on this year, since my social skills have declined thanks to the pandemic. I should say that everybody's social skill has pretty much declined since the pandemic. So to improve my social skills, I want to go at least 3 different meetups this year and make a new friend. Technically, those are 2 different things. In fact, I'm probably going to erase make a new friend part, and I'm just going to go to 3 different meetups. I want to go to a programming one, a software development one, just kind of help network and try to talk to people. It'll be nice to bounce off ideas other than coworkers for programming. The second one is I want to go to one dedicated to meeting friends. And the third one, there's this one that talks about cleaning up Illinois by taking out the trash and picking trash. And I always like that. That was almost my Eagle Goal Scout before someone else took that idea and I just dropped out of Boy Scouts. But I really think that is a great idea. There's so much trash when you walk around the roads out here in Illinois. Because, Illinois in general is just a garbage pile anyways. Why improve the community? Well, I think it's bad because it's killing the plants. So let's work on cleaning that up. All right, next up is to make an effort to hang out with a friend at least 5 times this year. That sounds like so little social interaction time, but like I said, since the pandemic, I really haven't been able to hang out with anyone. My wife worked at the geriatric, not geriatric, what do they call them, elderly homes now? I don't remember the exact term, but she works with the elderly. she can't really go out that much and risk these people getting COVID. Now that COVID is pretty much over, or what is it called, endemic, now that we pretty much just have to live with COVID, I feel like now is a good time to begin socializing and begin trying to work into hanging out with friends more often. I hung out with a friend only really twice this year. One of my best buddies. It once was at his marriage. So I haven't really talked to him that long since he got married. So having kind of keeping track and planning out meetings with people 5 times a year is a good goal to kind of keep those friendships strong. Next up is to plan an activity every single week. Again, this is something I did last year, but I'm bringing it up again this year. And then each month I want to do at least one movie, one something free, so that way it's not over budget, and then 2 other spontaneous things. Attached to this goal is another sub-goal, and then of the activities, 5 should be at least in new places, not counting new restaurants or vacations. So there's just so many things around here. And I feel like we just go to the 5 same things. Like we go to the mall, whatever new things at the mall. We go to the movie theater to watch whatever movie. We go to this thing, that thing. We kind of stick in the area. So this activity will push me to go outside of the area and visit new places. And I really like this idea. It kind of gets me out of the house. Gets me out of the house and see new and interesting things, especially since, spoiler alert, the bottom is going to be leaving Arizona, so I want to see as much as I can of Chicago and Chicagoland before I go. Next up is to Next up is to evaluate my wardrobe by buying 5 new items. Socks, underwear, shirts, a sport coat, and new shoes. New stylish shoes. The reason why I put this under social is because no one wants to see anyone who's sloppy. So to increase my social presence, I want to try and start to look good. And this also ties in, all these goals kind of tie in together. So this ties into losing weight. Right now I wear a XXX shirt. And once I get down to 240, I'm going to be, an XXL or even an XL. So with the weight loss will come needing new clothes, and I want those clothes to be stylish, high quality pieces. Next category is financial. So financially, my goal is to pay off at least $20,000 of student loans. I'm doing so by doing the following sub goals to get money, and I'll talk about that later. So my goal this year, 2022, was to pay off $20,000 worth of debt. I did that by paying off the different cars me and my wife have. This year, I'm tackling those student loans. Who knows if Biden is going to pay off those student loans? He probably won't now that the Supreme Court's going to go into it. That kind of dates this video, December 3rd, by the way. So my plan is to hopefully stash up a lot of money, pay $20,000 worth of them, hopefully get that value down so that it's just $20,000. And then if the Supreme Court's like, yeah, we're going to cancel the debt, boom, debt free, no more college. And then from there, you can use all that money towards whatever. But if not, then I'll have a huge chunk of it paid off. And this is my wife's loans. I went to college for free since of my work. And it was required. Lucky me. I know no one else is that lucky. So, anyways, next up is to reorganize our monthly budget and cut back on what we spend. We can do that by adjusting the categories in Mint. So I'm a big believer in budgeting, especially since with everything going on, the inflation and the uncertainty in the economy, we're going to need that extra money stashed. So my goal is to reorganize our budget this year and to hopefully cut back on some spending and allow for more saving to pay off the debt and allow us to organize our money so that we're spending it on these fun activities rather than stupid little things from the store that amount to nothing, especially since we're moving probably. Next up is to hold a marriage meeting every single week. And during a marriage meeting, you talk about how great you love each other, what are some issues you guys have with each other, as well as go over the financial budget, which is why I put it down here. I'll link into an Art of Manliness article on marriage meetings, so you guys can read through that and follow along if you guys want. Next up is to go on vacation this year. Last year was the goal to go to vacation to Disney. Disney has gotten so ridiculously expensive that I'm just planning on going to Washington, D.C. instead. And that's going to be great because there's so many free things there, so many museums, and I've never actually seen the capital of America, which I probably should. So that's my big goal. Go to DC, see America, and love it. Next category is household. I have just 2 items here. The first thing is to fix holes in the bedroom and in the office door. God, I'm looking at the video camera. It's gotten really dark. It's been late. But anyways, my goal is to hopefully fix that door. And as well as fix some holes in the drywall from when we were putting up curtains, as well as taking down the pictures from other people. We're going to have to do that anyways when we sell. Might as well put this on as a New Year's goal. The next goal is to deep clean the carpets by renting a carpet cleaner. One of those big green mean machines or whatever they call them. Again, this is something that we'll have to do if we move. If not, hey, we'll be breathing in less crap, less germs, less dust, whatever. It's going to be so much better for us if we do a carpet clean. Next up is the other category. These are for categories I had no idea where to put them in. The first one is to try having a themed food week every other month. I actually tried doing that this year with like German food and video game food. Food from different video games from our website Pixel Provisions, and it was a blast. I'm like, why don't we do this every other year? We can try and decorate, try and have like a theme month. So we're planning on doing that. I'm thinking like Hawaiian food. I'm thinking of having another German food kind of during Oktoberfest and a Scandinavian one. Try new items and enjoy life. Speaking of that, the other one is to eat out at 10 new restaurants. So I, like a lot of Americans, eat out at the same few restaurants over and over and over again, and it's gotten boring. I need to try some new restaurants. For instance, there's like Capriotti's, which just opened up. There's Jersey Mike's. I've never actually been to Jersey Mike's. I just stick with Subway. Might as well try Jersey Mike's. So to kind of force myself to try new things, I'm going to add this as a category. Hopefully I can find a new restaurant that I'm going to love just as much as Portillo's. God, I loved Portillo's. Oh, it's so good. It was so good before the new owner fucked it up and ruined it forever. The last one is to get over my fear of flying, and I'm going to do that through like different VR simulations, continuing to travel, and more work trips. So I have an immense fear of flying, which is crazy since I have to travel sometimes for work. I usually travel 3, 4, up to 5 times per year, on top of traveling to Arizona where my parents and grandparents live, on top of vacations. So I'm someone who fly a lot, and yet I have an amazing fear of it. I just need to get over it. So I'm going to plan on hopefully doing like maybe a weekly VR section once I get like VR goggles of flying. So that way it can help get rid of my fear of flying. Maybe by playing Microsoft Flight Simulator and other things to kind of calm my nerves. The last one, I put this as a potential maybe, so technically I have 30 goals, but this one's not going to count as if I miss it or not, is to move out of our house and move down to Arizona in 2023. Arizona is where my parents live, my grandparents, my brothers, sisters, everyone's in Arizona. I'm in Illinois because I really don't want to move back home. There's like 10 people in my house now. There's dogs. I don't want to move back home, man. But honestly, I'm kind of getting sick of Illinois a little bit. So moving out to Arizona would not be that bad. So I'm putting that as a maybe. Maybe we can sell the townhouse. Maybe we can pack up all our items and move down there. If not, 2024, 2025, we can definitely move out. So that was my list of items. Yeah, 29 different New Year's goals. Last year I did 20 and I accomplished 16. I'm hoping to at least accomplish 20 of them. 20 sounds good. Yeah, 9 of them I'll miss. A lot of these are things like I don't think I will miss. Like some of them, like eating out new restaurants, that's something I wanted to do. Cleaning the carpets, that's something I pretty much have to do. And fixing the holes if I'm moving. Getting over my fear of flying, that's something I have to do because, good God, I need to get over that. I need to stop having heart palpitations every time I fly. Other than those things, I honestly think that I'm going to be doing pretty good this year. 2022 was an excellent year. 2023 is going to be even better. 2022 is basically me getting different skills, getting married, doing all these things. 2023 is where I'm going to be putting it into action and really start improving my life in ways that are incredible. So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to it. If you guys can't wait for the 2023 video, then you're going to have to because it's not coming out till December of 2023. In the meantime, watch all my other videos and give them all a big fat thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at TrueJackJank. Visit my website, jack-jenkins.com. I put these videos and the scripts up, and that's really it. I really got to find another use for that site, but I probably won't have time in 2023. 2024 would be the year of the Jack Jenkins website. 2023, it's just going to sit there collecting dust. Like I said, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I said that already. Lastly, have an amazing day, everyone. I want all you guys to post your 2023 New Year's goals and try and do it like this. Yeah, like how old you are, put that many goals out. Who knows? It took me an hour to come up with 29 goals. If you're in your 50s, good luck. Take it easy.